welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you to my subscribers. Yes, thank you so much. Asanteni. We're increasing in numbers, however slow it is. Mimi na appreciate too. Like I said earlier, sina haraka. So thank you to those that have already subscribed. And for those that are visiting and just passing by, please don't leave. Don't leave without subscribing and also liking, and if possible even sharing the videos that I'm doing here. So hey, let's talk about what it is that I'm entitled to. As one with a working or staying permit in Denmark. What am I entitled to as a holder of a working permit or a working resident in Denmark? So nitaenda tu straight, I won't waste any time. So once your paperwork has gone through and the Danish immigration have offered you a working or staying permit, these are the things that you are entitled to. These are the things that you can access. These are the services that you can access as a holder of a working and staying permit in Denmark that you could not access earlier as a tourist or whatever it was that you were. So now I'll just go straight to the first one, and the first one is free treatment. So before having the staying and working permit in Denmark, you could still access the hospitals, but on your own cost, or insurances. I understand that even if you are insured, you need to pay from your own pocket, and then the insurances are compensating you later. But now, when you have the working and staying permit, you access the treatments for free. Treatments, I mean, checkups, consultations, seeing a doctor, all the services for free. All the services for free, examinations, and in case of admissions and all that, except when it comes to buying of medicine. So if you need some medications and you need to buy them from the chemist or something, then you have to pay an amount from your own pocket. And I also understand that sometimes it can be taken care of. A small amount of the medication cost can be shared between you and the government. But generally, and the most importantly, is that all the checkups, all the treatments, all the consultations, all the important inquiries, and of course including hospital admissions and all that will be catered for free. And that's the most important thing. Mostly the medication is not a big deal if you can get all the others done, if you know what it is that is eating you up and all that. That's more costing than actually just getting the medication to settle the problem. So that one you're going to access for free if you have a working and staying permit. Another thing, if you have kids and you have a Danish staying and working permit, your kids are going to have free education just like any other child in Denmark. So your kids are entitled to free education. Depending on the age, because the kindergarten level, there is an amount that the parents pay. But higher than the kindergarten levels, then your kids will access free education throughout until higher studies, where of course there's gonna be a change, and the change is slight because there's also that negotiation part between the parents or between the learner and the government, whereby both can share cost. So until that level, your child is assured to get free education, and of course the education levels and standards are better and high. Now we go to the next one. You yourself, when you get the papers, when the paperwork is done and you have the working and staying permit, now you have an access to education yourself. Wewe mwenyewe unaweza further education, unaweza somea kitu unataka, depending on the opportunities that the government have or the authorities have, or the chances that they have, ama vacancies zenye wako nazo, for you to fit into those vacancies, then they can offer education also, maybe depending on your qualifications. And so you have an opportunity to further your education or to start up from somewhere, depending on the level of education that you have prior to coming to Denmark. Yeah, and that is a very, very good thing, because you have a chance to expand yourself. Yes, kujipanua, because once you get more education, then you get the papers and you can access work very, very easily. So now that is a good thing. Now when it comes to education, I want to include the language, the Danish language. So remember, then you've just acquired the papers, you need to be able to communicate, you need to be able to penetrate, and for this to happen, it's only possible if you can speak their own language. So you are entitled to joining an institution here in Denmark where they teach the language. So you are entitled to that, and you can go there and learn with others who are also new here like yourself. Then you are able to fit into the Danish community. Higher education plus also the language education, so that you can be able to fit into the Danish society, to fit into the Danish industry, to fit so that you can access work easily in the right places where they need what they're gonna train you for. And that one you can only access once the Danish authorities have granted you the staying and the working permit. So that is also one of the entitlements. It's called staying and working permit. That means that you're gonna be staying for longer period, depending on what their duration limit is. And so staying and working permit means that you are also gonna work. So once you have that done, once you have that granted, the same day you have that granted, that means that you can work anywhere in Denmark as long as you qualify for the working positions or the working field. So if you need some work and you fit and suit for the work and the field, and they decide to employ you, then you can work. Yeah? Unlike earlier, you are not supposed to work, you are not supposed to contact any kind of businesses, you are not supposed to get in money through any way, whichever way, it was not allowed. But now when you have the papers, you can get in money into your pocket, of course through the right channels, because of course they are following that the money goes through the system, that it's not a black market kind of work. So you are allowed to look for works in the companies, you are allowed to look for works in private sectors, you are allowed to look for work anywhere where your requirements fit with their own anyway, where your qualifications meet their requirements. So if their requirements and your qualifications meet, and you feel like the two of you can work together, then you are free to work because you have the papers. Yeah, so that is why it's actually called staying and working permit. And yes, you can work and start getting in some money into your pocket. Yes. Another thing that you are entitled to or you are able to do is that you can join a driving license school or classes and get yourself a Danish driving license. Yes, so once you have got yourself the working permit and the staying permit, sasa unaeza kwenda driving license classes. I'm a school, like I mentioned in one of my videos. If you are from Kenya, for example, where I come from, you have that driving license that you've acquired back home, unless it's an international driving license. You are required to obtain one here in Denmark. Yes, so the only thing is that you won't have to spend as long time as one that absolutely holds no driving license from back home. So you're not going to have the same duration of time there, and you're not going to pay. Now you have to pay, it's not for free, so you have to pay. And the cost is much higher compared to what we pay back home for a local driving license. But yeah, if you hold one from back home, you are going to spend lesser time and pay also a small amount compared to one that does not hold any driving license. That one I understand uh, very well that it's like that here in Denmark. So now there are extra road signs here in Denmark. One reason that you should also learn, they are driving on the other side also, and different rules are a bit different here. The roads are a bit different. The good thing is, now when you have the working and staying permit, you can join the classes and start knowing the roads here in Denmark, start getting start getting familiar with the roads here, which are different from the ones back home. You can also visit a library like any other Danish citizen. You can go there with your card, because there are those cards that they're giving when they give you the working permit, just like an ID, kama vile kitambulisho ya home. So kwa hiyo kitambulisho, you can also visit places like the library, including other places that I might not mention now, but including of course other public institutions and places. So you can visit the library. You can of course lend books, movies, and all that. Whatever it is that is found in the library, you can lend it without any payment, and of course return it when you're done, yes, within a given period of time. So, and that's for free, and that is you and both you and your children. And that is also one of the things that you can only do when you are a foreigner, but here with a working or a staying permit. So for today, I only have those few. Of course, there are more and more, but those are what I have for today. And of course, I say to you guys that you should feel free to write to me under the comment section whatever it is that you want me to discuss about Denmark, as a Kenyan or from the East Africa, wherever you are from, whether you're from Kenya or from the East Africa. I think the rules are nearly the same for all those countries, and I think they're operating in the same way. So whatever it is that you want me to discuss that I've not discussed earlier, or if I discussed it, I discussed it partially, and I didn't cover the whole thing that it should be done, and you feel like there's need for more enlightenment, please just tell me under the comment section, and I will gladly revisit if I've already discussed, or start afresh on those that I've not mentioned or tackled. So feel free to communicate to me, and welcome to my YouTube channel, everybody. Please come and stay and feel at home. And until next time, bye bye and have a nice time. Bye.